Hi, I'm Steve, and today we're going to be going over the wildlife equipment I use to capture my wildlife photo and video that I use for my photos and the videos on my channel. As you can see, it's snowy here in Massachusetts. I just brought my car in from outside. I forgot it was going to snow, so now I'm waiting for that to melt. So let's get started. So the different cameras we're going to be talking about today are the Vikeri 4K trail camera that I use to capture my wildlife photos. And we're going to be talking about the Reolink security camera here I use for the Birdfeeder live stream. And this is the Osmo Pocket 2. I use this for hiking, walking, and paddling videos, among other things. This is an Insta 360 X3 360 camera right here. You can see that. This is for 360 photos and those 360 bird feeder videos that you see on my channel. The other cameras I use are the iPhone for my, if I see anything, while I'm walking in the woods and I just want to take a picture of it, I generally use the iPhone. And also I have an M50, a Canon M50 camera. This one I don't actually use that much. It's kind of heavy, hard to carry, clunky, and it's pretty flexible. It's got wide angle to zoom lens, 18 to 150 millimeters, but I don't use it that much. And the last camera we'll be talking about is the camera we use to make this video, which will be revealed at the end of the video since I can't show it while I'm making the video. So the first camera I'm going to talk about is the wildlife trail camera I use for most of my YouTube videos, and that here is the Vikeri 4K trail camera. These are available on Amazon. They're fairly cheap, but they are 4K. They capture an AVI format. And it's only 10 frames a second, but as you can see from these photos that I printed from still shots of the 4K video, they come out pretty good. It's pretty crisp photos, and I can print them on 20 by 30 size without much issue. And that's just using a still frame from a 4K video. But I like to number my cameras here and put some information about whose they are and where to go if you find them, and try to hide them as best I can deep in the woods where no one's going to be. And I have different settings I use. I usually set it for 4K video, 2-minute recording time, and high sensitivity. And then I leave it in the woods for 1 or 2 weeks, and I retrieve them and get the video off the physical camera, because these are not cellular cameras. These just record onto the camera, onto the SD card here. Yeah, and that's the Vikeri 4K trail camera. You can find a link in the description if you want to learn more about those. But they're pretty simple. I just strap them to trees. They have straps on the back here that you can use to strap to a tree. They also have a 1/4-20 slot if you have a fancy mount you want to put it on, or a tripod or something. And you gotta be careful with the straps, because you can see here, this one I tightened it a little too tight and I broke the plastic part here, so you can see that goes on there and it holds it to the tree with the strap. But I tightened the strap too tight and it broke the plastic, so just be careful of that. But those have been great cameras for me. I've used them a lot. They're pretty cheap on Amazon, and I have no complaints about them, other than the 10 frames a second, which isn't the highest frame rate, but I think it's enough for what I'm doing. So now we're going to move on to the next camera, the Reolink security camera that I use for my Birdfeeder live streams. And that's this camera right here. You can see it's just a security camera. It's got 5x optical zoom. Let's see if we can see the model number on here anywhere. Oh, I need reading glasses, I think. It's the RLC 811A, which you can find on Amazon. And it's pretty cheap. It's like $100 security camera, and I use OBS streaming software to stream the output of this camera through a long Ethernet cable. This is powered over Ethernet, so you can power it right through the Ethernet cable. And I have maybe 3 cameras at the end of 900 feet of Ethernet cable with a couple of extenders on it to get it out onto the meadow and the hill for my live stream. And so this has worked great for me. It's pretty weatherproof. I haven't had much issues with them. Yeah, they're pretty affordable. Pretty happy with those. You can find a link in the description if you want to learn more and interested in getting one. So now it seems like a good time to stop talking about cameras for a second and move on to another important piece of equipment that I like to bring with me when I go out on my wildlife trail camera adventures, and that is boots. These are called mudders, M-U-D-D-E-R-S, and they're just rubber boots that go up to about your knee, and this is what I use when I'm walking in the woods or the wetlands or looking for places to put trail cameras. When it's not snowing out, these have no insulation, so these are good for the spring, summer, and fall. If it gets cold, you wear some wool socks with them. But yeah, these are waterproof, so you can wade up to almost your knee in water there if you need to, or mud. And these are great to have a pair of. They're pretty cheap. If you can go to Walmart or I don't know. These are lacrosse, so I don't know. It's kind of some kind of brand. But bottom line is just rubber boots that you can wear in the woods. Keep your feet dry. Pretty important. So now that we're done with the boots, we're going to move on to the next camera, and that's this Osmo Pocket 2 here. And this was a camera I used for my hike, walk, paddle channel to record my hikes, walks, and paddles. For example, if I went on a paddle, I just put this on my kayak and record the whole paddle, what I see in front of me as I go down the river. And it's great because you capture wildlife. You might not have time to get your camera out if you're carrying a camera, but if this is always recording, you'll always see what's in front of the kayak. So it's a great, and it makes pretty interesting videos too. So you can see there's the gimbal. It's stabilized. You can lock the horizon. So like I think it's in follow mode right now, but it basically just dampens any motion and it makes it nice and smooth. And you can lock the horizon so the horizon stays level and at the same place. So I just put these and I'd record what's in front of me and I'd walk or hike or paddle. And I had a whole channel based on that, just sharing information about hikes, walks, and paddles. It still exists, and I'll probably add to it again someday, but long story short, I ran out of places to walk and I didn't want to make the same video again, so I switched subjects. And just to summarize, that was the Osmo Pocket 2. They're on the Osmo Pocket 3 now, I believe, so this is an older model. I'll put both links in the video description. I don't have any experience with the Osmo Pocket 3. The Osmo Pocket 2 has been fine for my needs. Yes, thank you. So the next camera we'll be covering is the Insta 360 X3 here. And you can see this is a 360 camera. It's got a 180 lens on both sides. And you can take 360 photos with this. And what it does is it takes an image with both sides of the camera and it stitches them together into one like circular spherical photo. So you can point the frame of reference if you put it into Facebook or something and see anywhere you want within the photo. Or you can reframe it in post if you're trying to edit it a little bit. And this has a pretty nice big screen on it. It's got a good interface. I use this for some of my 360 Birdfeeder videos to record those. Whoops. Oh, what do you know? It's recording. And so yeah, this has been a great camera. We don't need any video right now, so I'll stop recording that. Just wanted to turn it on. But I guess that's the on button on the side, not the front. And I have no complaints about this camera. It does what it says it does. It's 5.7K. So this is the X3. I think they're on the X5 now. The X5 is 8K. I'll put links to those in the description. The only reason you really need that much resolution is it gives you a lot more flexibility when you're reframing in post, because the 8K refers to the whole 360 spherical photo all around. And if you're going to crop into that and still want to maintain some resolution, the 8K lets you zoom in closer and crop in further and maintain the resolution in detail. So this has been a fun camera, you know, and this is very similar to the camera I'm using to make this video now, which is what we'll talk about next. So this is good for 360 photos, 360 videos, editing in post. It's a very flexible camera. It can be used as a gimbal camera similar to the Osmo Pocket, but this records all around all at once, so that stabilization that the gimbal does here, you'd have to do in post editing, and it is capable of locking the horizon in post. So this is a fun camera. Was good for my uses. Had some fun with that. Yep. So the camera I used to film this video, this is my first time using this camera, is a DJI 360 camera. It's an 8K 360 camera, similar to the Insta 360 we just talked about. But this is the DJI version model of it, and we'll see how it works. This is my first experience using it, so I can't really give any feedback on it yet because I haven't finished using it yet. So I hope that makes sense. And so far, so good. We'll see how it edits. If you want to see the link to that, it's going to be in the description. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day.